class. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for chair yoga. As always, props can always be supportive. If you've got a pillow that you'd like to place behind you, that can be comfortable, so you can maintain that length through your spine while also, feeling like you've got something supportive behind your back body. If you don't have a pillow, that's absolutely fine. You'll just find that length through the spine and just notice how it feels. Taking breaks whenever you may want, whenever you may feel like you need, drink of water, whatever it may be. You can find that for yourself throughout our time together. And then other than that, see if you can place your feet flat on the ground. If you are not able to reach the ground, or if your chair is a little high, you can even find a little support beneath the feet so that you can bring the earth to you. And then once you've set yourself up, begin to notice your breath. Maybe you even close your eyes or soften your gaze by closing your eyes just halfway. And notice how perhaps through softening or closing the eyes, you can find a new awareness of this moment. Perhaps noticing things of this moment that you haven't noticed yet. As you tune into the moment, perhaps you hear new sounds, or smell new smell. Perhaps there's a taste that remains upon your tongue. So bring your awareness even to your eyes and your vision, tuning into the darkness behind the eyelids. Notice your palms as they rest upon your lap. Your body as it rests upon the chair. And the chair as it rests upon the earth beneath you. Here, see if you can breathe more deeply, more fully, completely. Perhaps lengthening the amount of time you inhale and exhale. Our opening pranayama, let's try Samaritri, balanced, where the length of your inhalation matches the length of the exhalation. We begin, see if you can notice your belly grow a little bigger as you breathe in. And even if you have been holding tension in your belly, see if you can release it now, just by softening those stomach muscles. And then noticing as you breathe in deeply, the lungs expanding, the abdomen growing bigger, chest rising. As you breathe out, just notice the reverse side of that, and the exhalation. And then the next time you breathe in, let's continue to breathe in for a count of 5. So at your own pace, you'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here you can try a few rounds on your own. Maybe keeping the count of 5, or maybe even reducing it or increasing it, depending on whatever works for you in this moment. And then notice the places in your body that can be relaxed. Perhaps the shoulders, or the jaw, or the fists, the facial muscles. And when you're ready, you can try your Samavritri on your own. If you lose track of the count, it's okay. Once you've brought your awareness back to the present moment, you can start over. If the count seems distracting, maybe you drop the count. And then once you've reached your last balanced exhalation, just breathe in a way that feels soft and gentle to you. And breathe out a way that feels refreshing and nourishing to you. And continue to breathe in this way that suits you, regardless of the count. Notice how you feel. See if you can release any type of judgment or yearning to feel one way or another, and just simply notice, maybe even accept where you are right now. And then as you inhale, bring your hands to heart center. See if you can lengthen through the spine. We'll open our practice with 3 shared breaths. Breathing all the way in, parting your lips at the top of your inhale and exhaling to let it go. Twice more. When you're ready, you can relax your hands back down to your lap. Maybe blink your eyes open. And we're going to start in terms of our movement with our hips today. So you'll just heel toe your feet ever so gently to the left and to the right, creating space between your feet. And it doesn't have to be your biggest or widest goddess squat. It could just be where you are and how your body feels comfortable as we open our practice. So really easing into opening through the hips as opposed to doing anything too drastic right away. So see if you can think of it like that. And then you'll land so that your knees and so that your toes point in the same direction. Off to about 45-degree angle. And you'll continue to draw your knees over your second toe. And breathe here. Let's try as we inhale, we'll reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Try this movement at your own pace. We've done this maybe almost every time we've opened our practice together. So hopefully this feels familiar. And then this time, next time you exhale, let's come into these goalpost arms. So we're creating these 90-degree angles with our elbows. Elbows, if you can, in line with your armpits. And breathe. Let's inhale to reach the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, we'll come back to the goalpost and then we'll try our lion's breath. So tongue out, eyes up. Breathe in and breathe out. Big breath in, feel all your power, reach for it. And as you breathe out, let it go. Once more. This time, breathe all the way in. And as you exhale, nice and smooth, the mouth, hands to heart center. Let's bring our hands to our thighs and let's just warm up through the spine. So we've done this before, but I don't think we've done it in our goddess squat. So notice how we've got this external rotation with the hips through the thighs, and then now we're undulating the spine. Stretching, lengthening the spine, those muscles in the back. So as you inhale, you can press your heart forward, and as you exhale, draw a circle to dome your belly. Reach your upper back all the way back behind you. And let's try this in the opposite direction. See if you can lengthen through the spine to sit up a little taller, even as you find this more serpentine-like motion. And then find any movements that feel right to you. Maybe the shoulders or through the spine just feels like it wants to just stretch a little bit. And then find stillness once more. Let's interlace our fingers. Inhale to reach the arms all the way straight and then press your palms out in front of you. And then notice your arm bones as it plugs into your shoulder socket. And then big breath in, reach your arms all the way up. Big breath out. Lion's breath. Inhale, reach all the way up. Let's interlace the fingers once more. Flip the palms. Reach, reach, reach. Feel your feet planted firmly into the ground. And then draw your belly button to your spine as you soften your shoulders. Inhale, let's reach the palms all the way up. And as you exhale, arch to the right. Inhale to come all the way up, maybe even look up. Exhale, arch to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, find your arch to the right. Inhale, back to center. Last one, here we go. To the left. Finding length to the right side of the body. Inhale to reach up. And as you exhale, lower your arms down. So we're still here in this squat. And if it feels, just notice how it feels. If it feels like it's time for your hips to open wider, then maybe you heel toe your feet a little bit further apart. Or this could potentially feel like it's time for my legs to come a little bit closer together. We've been here for quite some time. And if that is the case for you, then go ahead and heel toe your feet even closer together. So this is really just an exercise in intuition and listening to your own body and being guided by your own inner wisdom as to what is right for you in this moment in time. And then go ahead and breathe. Let's inhale to reach the arms all the way up. And this time, let's bring our right forearm to right thigh. Reach all the way up and over through the left side body. This might feel familiar. Inhale, bring your arms out to a T, draw your belly in. Exhale, let's find left forearm to left thigh, right arm reaches up over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, arch to the right. Inhale, back to center, last one. Exhale, left forearm, left thigh. Right arm, reach up and over. Come back to center. This time we'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Breathe deeply here. And as you exhale, let's find Kapalabhati breath. You can bring your hands to your abdomen if that feels nice. Maybe you just rest them on your legs if that feels nice. It's up to you. But we're going to find this quick energizing breath, this skull shining breath, where we'll find these forceful exhalations, more passive inhalations. It'll sound like this. So hop in whenever it feels right for you, and maybe even start with the hands on the belly, just noticing how the belly quickly rises and falls with this Kapalabhati breath. Maybe even noticing your own strength through this, our solar plexus area, this center of power. Take a deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, let it out through your mouth, nice and smooth. Bring your hands to the base of your chair, and maybe this is a good time just to heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. Knees are still apart, but really feel like you've got your feet really planted and grounded and you're able to support yourself as we fold forward. So you'll just hold on to the base of your chair, engage your tummy, and then fold forward with a flat back. So notice a little lift in your tail as you fold forward. Bottom is still firmly supported by the chair. And you can stay right here with this flat back as you hold on to the base of your chair, or you can reach your fingertips to the ground. But do make sure that you're reaching to something. So even if you've got like that blanket or that block, those blocks, you can even reach to them, or a pillow even to bring the earth to you. But if you aren't reaching to the floor, then hold on to the base of your chair. And then let the crown of your head grow heavy. Maybe you even stretch one ear to one shoulder as you stretch through your neck. And then maybe you hinge a little bit deeper. Keep pressing your hips back so you can really feel the stretch to the spine, even especially like the low back feels really sweet and soothing in these forward folds. Let your crown be even heavier. Maybe you really notice how the hips feel as we fold forward. Breathe into whatever it is you may be feeling. Just notice it without a desire to change or to control it. Allow it in as you breathe deeply. And as you inhale, press your feet firmly into the ground. Engage your tummy so you can come back to your fingertips, or maybe you've got the base of your chair. Either way, go ahead and grab hold of the base of your chair. Engage your abdomen so that you can come up nice and slow. And then when you find your way all the way back to that neutral spine, you can release your palms back to your lap. Breathe in. And breathe out. Find that Samavritti, that balanced breath. Breathe in. Breathe out for the same length of time. And then when you're ready, we'll heel toe the feet back towards center. And we'll land our feet so that they can be hips distance apart and inner edges of the feet parallel. And now notice what it feels like now. Breathe deeply. As you inhale, lift and spread your toes. As you exhale, bring your toes back down to the ground. Inhale, lift and spread. Notice the balls of your feet pressing firmly into the ground. And as you exhale, press those toes back down. And let's find a flow. Maybe you keep your palms on your lap, or maybe you inhale, reach the arms up, lift the toes up. Exhale, hands come through heart center as you press the toes back down into the ground. As you inhale, lift and spread the toes. Bring your left hand to your heart. Reach your right arm out. Keep lifting and spreading the toes. Inhale, reach that right arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, draw the wrist down back in line with your shoulder. Inhale, lift. Toes are still lifted. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And now let's bend this right elbow. Woo, so you can pat yourself on the back. Notice that tricep stretch. And go ahead and release your toes back down to the ground now. And then with this left hand that was once upon your heart, let's see if we can bring it to cup that right elbow. Breathe here. As you cup that right elbow, see if you can draw it a bit to the left. Maybe you even find an arch to the left. As you continue to cup this elbow, lift it up, reach it to the left. Big breath in, to unwind. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. Hands in the lap. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, heels come down. Inhale, lift the heels. Feel the balls of your feet pressing firmly into the ground. Exhale, release the heels. You got it. Breathe. It's so interesting just to bring the awareness to the heels. For me, I don't often think about my heels, so it's kind of nice to focus my attention on them right now. And even if that is not your experience, just noticing what your experience is where your power lies. And here we go, if you're interested. Inhale, lift the heels, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center, your heels come down. Notice your breath. Maybe even you make your breath audible so that you can hear yourself breathing. Last one, inhale, reach all the way up. Heels are lifted. Notice your calves. And this time as you exhale, let's bring the right hand to heart center, left arm stretches out. Wrist in line with your armpit. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Notice your shoulders, soften them. Exhale, left arm stretches to the left. Heels are still up. You've got it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale to reach out to the side. Let's relax those feet. So press the heels of your feet firmly into the ground. Breathe deeply here. Notice your own heartbeat. As you exhale, relax your palms to the ground, or to your lap. Excuse me. Inhale, reach your shoulders up. Exhale, draw them down. Maybe stretch through the neck as you reach right ear to right shoulder. Reach left ear to right shoulder. I'm feeling like I forgot something in our sequence. If you remember what it is, go ahead and try it on your second side. Maybe it will come back to me. Maybe it won't. But either way, breathe. Noticing where we are at this point in our practice. Noticing what's changed. What stayed the same. And now I remember what it was. So let's bring our right hand to our heart. Left arm, stretch it all the way out. As you inhale, reach that left arm all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, give yourself that pat on the back. And then here we'll stretch through this left tricep by bringing the right hand to cup that left elbow. Draw the belly in. Breathe deeply. As you cup this left elbow, see if you can make this cup what is it? Like a cup I don't know what the word is, but it will look like a cup with your hands. And then you'll reach like a suction cup almost. And you'll reach, you'll suck your elbow up and then draw it to the right. Here we go. And then notice the stretch through that left tricep. And even the left side of the body here. So see if you can root down through your bottom. Find length through the left side of the body. Inhale to come back to center. Lengthen the spine. Exhale to release the hands back down to your lap. Soften the shoulders. And now let's continue to stretch through the neck. Let's draw some circles. So we can almost imagine like a big circular clock in front of you. And then your nose will start counterclockwise. So just begin to make circles with your nose, going all the way around the clock. And just notice these different parts of your neck that find the stretch and where they find the stretch depending on the location of your nose. And then once you've gone around the circle a few times, begin to notice your breath. So perhaps you begin to inhale from 6 to 12. And then you exhale from 12 to 6. And just notice what that feels like. And then next time, you inhale from 6 to 12, just pause. And let's start our clock, this time going counterclockwise. So we'll exhale from 12 to 6, going to the left this time. Inhale from 6 to 12, counterclockwise. Keep lengthening through the spine. Soften your shoulders. And then next time you inhale, make your way back to 6. As you exhale, come to that neutral cervical spine. And breathe. I think now is a beautiful time to twist and also to continue stretching through the neck. So we've stretched to the left, to the right. We've done a lot of those kind of crescent moon stretches. But now let's see if we can add a little twist. So we'll bring our right hand to the base of the chair. Inhale to reach that left arm all the way up. And as you exhale, engage the tummy and then twist, twist, twist the belly all the way to the right. As you twist the belly, notice how you're also twisting through the spine. And as you exhale, you'll land that left hand or wrist just to the outer edge of your right leg. Draw the belly in, lengthen through the spine, and let's look over the back right shoulder. And then notice here the stretch to the left side of your neck. And here we'll hold for a few cycles of breath. We were more dynamic with the clock. And now let's hold. Breathe into the posture. Keep twisting your heart, your belly, your ribs to the right. And then maybe you take that left hand and bring it to the back, or excuse me, that right hand. And bring it to the back of your chair. Every inhale, allow the crown of your head to rise up. And every exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. And then now keep your spine where it is. You're still twisted. We're just going to look over the front left shoulder. Let's nod our head yes and no. Big breath in to unwind. Breathe deeply. Notice how one side of the body feels from the other. Let's find that cat and cow. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up, and then exhale, we'll come to those same goalpost arms we were in at the beginning of our class. Inhale, press your heart forward, lift your tail as you arch through your spine. Exhale, draw the chin towards your chest, look to your belly button, and then bring your palms and your forearms together. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Press your heart forward. Exhale. Round through the spine, arch your upper back behind you. Inhale, find your goalpost, reach up on your breath in, and as you exhale, hands to heart center, back to your lap. Left hand comes to the base of your seat. Inhale to reach the right arm all the way up. Carve it through the sky as you twist your belly now to the left. Breathe deeply. Look over that back left shoulder. Maybe you bring that left hand to the back of your chair to support you into your twist. Draw your shoulders down. Still find the length in your spine, so try not to collapse in the spine. We're still lengthening even as we're twisting. Look over the back left shoulder, nod your head yes and no. Look over the front right shoulder. Nod your head yes and no. See if you can keep those butt bones still firmly rooted into your chair. Big breath in and unwind. Oh, let's find that cat and that cow and maybe those circles through the spine. And just noticing how the back feels. We've done a lot of twisting and stretching. We've folded all so wonderful for the back. And just notice how your back feels and see if you can be present with what's happening in your body right now. And then once more. Find your stillness and find your breath. And then here, let's come to find our hamstring stretch. So we'll come to just scoot the hips just a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. But remember, you still want your bottom to be fully supported because we are going to stretch hamstrings and we are going to fold forward. So you still want to make sure you're supported by your chair. Just maybe your bottom is a little bit closer to the edge than it was before. And when you're ready, you'll stretch that right foot out long and flex your right toes. Grab hold of the base of the chair and really feel your left foot pressing firmly into the ground. You can really feel it rooted and grounded, stabilized. And then you'll draw the belly in, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, we're just going to fold forward one more time. This time we're stretching through the hamstrings and finding length through the spine. So keep flexing the right toes. Breathe deeply. If there's any pain behind that right knee, put a micro bend into the knee, maybe one that can't be seen, but you can definitely feel it because the pain is no longer there. The stretch instead is really through the belly of the hamstring. Keep flexing those right toes, and maybe you've noticed that as we've been here for a few cycles of breath, you have folded and hinged at the hips more deeply. And if that's the case for you, perhaps you can reach your fingertips towards the ground. So either have your fingertips on the ground or blocks if you've got them, or keep holding onto the base of your chair so that your hands are supported. You really want to support yourself, whether it's fingertips on the ground or grabbing hold of the base of your chair. See if you can still keep your spine long here. Almost like you're reaching your heart forwards and down. And then, once you've reached your edge, whoa, is that a cat on my back? Oh my goodness, thank you. Once you've reached your edge, then you can draw your chin towards your chest. Just breathe here. This is his favorite place to be, on my back. All right, so here we go. We're going to hold on to the base of your chair. Get down, crazy. And then come to sit up slowly. The kitty can come down. Oh, there we go. Ay, ay, ay. And then when you're ready, you'll move that right foot back in line with the left. Maybe you scoot your hips back a little bit just so that you can feel fully supported. Bring your hands to your lap and just breathe. Notice how one leg feels from the other. When you're ready, maybe you'll inchworm your way towards the front of the seat. Stretch the left leg out long, flex those left toes. Hinge at the hips. Grab hold of the base of your chair if you weren't already. Make sure you've got that support as you fold forward. Breathe deeply. Remember that micro bend if your body tends, or your legs tend to hyperextend, which mine do. It's really important to remember that little micro bend in the knee so you don't lock out through the joints. And then maybe you reach your fingertips to the ground. Allow the head to be heavy, but keep lengthening through the spine. Lengthen through the spine, you'll notice that hamstring stretch even more. And then keep reaching the hips back and then rooting down through your butt, which is still on the chair. So the part of your bottom that is still supported by the chair, root that down. You can root down to that right sole of the foot. When you're ready, you'll grab hold of the base of the chair, engage the tummy, come sit all the way up. And then draw the left foot back in line with the right. Maybe you scoot your hips back. Actually stay where you are because we're going to come into our Baddha Konasana in a moment. But just breathe. Maybe you reach your hands back to your lap, and perhaps you place your hands atop your heart. And whenever you're ready, once more, grab hold of the base of your chair, come to your tippy toes, and walk your toes towards one another so that your heels can touch. Here we are, externally rotated in the hips and the thighs once more, as the knees draw to the left and to the right. See if you can sit up still, nice and tall, as opposed to collapsing back. I've got my little cat behind me who's helping my spine stay long. And just breathe. Maybe you look over the right shoulder and nod. Chin to chest. Oof. Look over that left shoulder. Nod yes and no. When you're ready, take a big breath out. Thank you. And bring your feet back down to the ground. And now perhaps you shift your hips back a little bit. Let's take some time to stretch through the chest. So you'll inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky, and we'll bend it just like we did before. So, notice the triceps. This feels good. Maybe you stay just like this. Or maybe you reach the left hand back, bend also at that left elbow, and you can either grab hold of your shirt or you can reach your fingertips towards one another. I can even show you what that looks like. I'll come to the side. So the right arm will come back, give yourself a little pat on the back, and then the left hand can reach either towards your shirt as you grab your shirt, or maybe your fingertips can link together. And let's breathe just like this. Draw your belly in, root your butt bones down, and press your heart forward. As you press your skull against your arm, also press your arm against your skull. Open up through the chest. If the chin is tucked, untuck it. Breathe here. Maybe you stay just like this, or maybe you walk that right foot towards the midline and cross the left leg over the right. Flex the left foot if it's in the air. Big breath in and unwind. Come back to center. Notice how you feel. And for me, my hips need like a little massage after that. I don't know how your hips feel, but maybe you bring your hands to your hip points and just give yourself some love. We worked through the hips quite a bit today. Just notice what that feels like for you to have done what we've done. Just notice your own experience, your own relationship to whatever it is, wherever we have been this far. And then, of course, this moment right here. Right now. And when you're ready, you can bring your hands back down to your lap. Maybe you take a few shoulder rolls. Draw the shoulders together. Maybe you flow through that cat and cow if that feels good. And then you'll find stillness once more. And then we'll inhale. This time we'll reach the left arm all the way up. Exhale. You pat yourself on the back. My triceps were sore this morning, so this is so necessary for me, and I hope that it feels right for you as well. Of course, always that opportunity to take what works for you and leave whatever does not. So if this is working for you, you'll go ahead and bend the right elbow, reaching towards your shirt, either pulling your shirt, almost like imagining like you've got a strap and you're pulling at either end of the strap, or you've got fingers, connecting fingers. Sit nice and tall. Ooh, soften the shoulders. Relax the jaw, relax the facial muscles. Lengthen your tailbone down, hug your ribs in, press your heart forwards. As you relax your skull into that left arm, press your left arm back towards the skull. Root down through your bottom, root down through your feet. And then inhale, find that neutral spine so that if you're interested, you can walk that left foot a little bit to the right, just towards center, and then maybe you cross the right leg over the left. Squeeze the thighs together and then flex that top right foot. Hi. Breathe deeply in this eagle pose. Big breath in to let it all go. Let's bring our hands out to the side, our arms out to the side, and just notice what your arms feel like. And then maybe you draw some circles with your wrists going in one direction. Really reaching out the arms to either side of your body, noticing what it feels like, those arm bones plugging into the shoulder sockets. And then, of course, you'll draw your circles in the other direction, and maybe you flick. Inhale, keep flicking, reach up, draw the belly in. Exhale, reach forwards. Flick, flick, flick. Inhale, reach to the side. Pause for a minute or a moment And then inhale, flick and reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Notice how your arms feel as you exhale. Bring your palms back down to your lap. Breathe deeply. Inhale, bring that right hand over towards the left side of your head just so you can gently draw right ear to right shoulder. Lengthen through the spine. You can stay just like this, or maybe you reach to the side or forwards to find that sweet spot where the stretch feels so nice, so useful, necessary maybe even. And then find your stillness and breathe once more. Inhale, draw that cervical spine back to its neutral position. Left palm back to the left. Right palm back to the left. Just breathe. Left hand now comes towards the right side of the head, just temple, drawing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Soften through both shoulders. And notice how when you soften the shoulders, you feel that stretch to the right side of the neck. Remember, here's your choice. You can stay just like this. This may be enough, or perhaps you reach the arm out. Notice what it feels like to allow the left ear just to relax down towards that left shoulder. Big breath in to come back towards center. And here we're coming towards the close of our asana practice, but I wanted us to just stretch maybe one last time through the shoulders. So in the same way that we began, we will end in just finding that goddess squat, or maybe even that baby goddess squat. So maybe it's not the fullest goddess, maybe your hips are satiated and have had enough of opening. So you find a little baby goddess, which is just soles of the feet a little bit wider than when we're in our mountain pose. Knees and toes also pointing in the same direction. And then here, we're going to do something that I don't think we've done before, but you'll recognize it. We're going to fold forward. So grab hold of the base of your chair, engage your tummy, and you'll just fold forward. So press the hips back, you'll fold forward. And then once you've found that long spine, maybe you're halfway folded forward, root your feet down. So press your feet firmly into the ground. Press your butt firmly into your chair, and then release the base of the chair with your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your low back, and then reach your knuckles all the way up and over as you perhaps fold a little more deeply. As you reach the knuckles back and over, draw your shoulder blades together. So really stretching through the shoulders here. And maybe you draw left ear to left shoulder, stretching gently through either side of the neck. And you'll eventually let the crown of your head grow heavier and heavier and heavier. Maybe you even begin to shake your head a little bit more forcefully, like a dog that's shaking itself dry. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, big breath out through the mouth. Breathe in, big breath out. Keep reaching the knuckles up and over one last time. Breathe. Breathe out any way that feels good. Lower your knuckles back to your low back. Bring your hands back to the seat of your chair. Press your feet into the ground. Engage your tummy. Help yourself all the way back. Nice and slow. And now, after that last burst of energy, we'll find stillness. So go ahead, heel toe your feet back towards one another, landing them hips distance apart. Inner edges of the feet parallel. Find the length in your spine. Find the steadiness in the breath. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you soften your gaze. And you allow yourself to be guided by your breath. Bring your awareness to that pure consciousness, that part of you that observes and notices everything. Shavasana. Notice your breath. Deepen your breath. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly. As you awaken, you can begin with small movements, perhaps wiggling fingers, lifting and spreading toes, heels. Gradually moving towards bigger movements, pulling the wrists, any ankles, maybe flicking fingers. And then plant your feet back to the ground and reach your arms all the way up and over like you just woke up. Reaching to the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands back to heart center, finding that length through the spine, so much so that you're able to lift your beating heart right to your thumbs. Close your eyes once more to tune into you. And let's seal our practice with one last shared breath. Bow to your heart. Thank yourself for showing up just as you are. Perhaps also taking a moment to send gratitude to all the other souls and energies and forces that have supported you along your way. From the bottom of my heart, I bow to you in absolute gratitude. Peace. Thank you so much for joining me